My name is Zeke Leonard. I am a faculty member in the Department of Design, and I teach in the Interior Design program. So, by trade and training, I'm a furniture maker and furniture designer. In the last about 4 years, I've started a project that I call Salt City Found Object Instrument Works, which is based around creating usable musical instruments out of objects that people have cast off. So this is it's been an ongoing project that addresses resource usage, but that also addresses our attitudes towards waste and the waste stream. The Reverb project grew out of a project that I did with Washington, D.C. based company called Dance Exchange in 2011 and 12, in which we were doing a dance piece about mountaintop removal mining, and we had this piano, and so I disassembled the piano to make instruments that we played in the piece, and then we also took stories that we gathered from miners and people who lived in the areas of West Virginia around Cayford Mountain and made songs for the piece out of their words. So it was using objects and materials that we garnered from this cast-off object, and then using words and stories that we garnered from people and repurposing all of those for this performance piece. After the Dance Exchange piece, I started actually looking for pianos to make instruments out of, which is a sort of a collaborative thing, me and the piano, and kind of thinking about the material in the piano and what a guitar wants to be and how those might go together. But in the course of that, I started to really be aware of the solitary nature of that endeavor, and I like to work with people, and I especially like to collect art. And so out of one set of pianos, I got 10 material for 10 guitars, and I gave those in pairs to local printmakers and designers, painters, artists, and they embellished each pair. They gave the pairs back to me, I set them up, strung them, and now I keep one of each and they have one of each. The ones that I kept are being shown in the show. The ones that they kept are out in the world, and they respond in some way. They signal back in their way to this larger community. I on purpose chose some artists and designers that didn't know each other very well or didn't cross paths very often, and so this was a way for them to, through their work, cross paths with other artists and designers that are here working and living in Syracuse. So there's every possibility that this instrument was originally a piano that was in Abraham Lincoln's White House. There's no provenance for that whatsoever. I cannot prove that on any level. But it has a great sound. One of the things that I hear a lot about is that there's not a lot going on here, I hear people say, and which I refute. I think that's totally untrue. I think that there's a lot going on here in Syracuse, and part of the problem that we have is that we aren't too good yet at communicating with each other and at building bridges. So this is my attempt to start building bridges between artists and myself, between artists and musicians, and to do all of that through this cast-off material.